Hi guys, this is Elise and welcome to my channel, and I have a card share for you today, and this is for Sew in Love February, which is hosted by Anna White. Hi Anna, and I am just now getting a chance to make a card for this challenge. The month is almost over. I can't believe we're already in the middle of February, and it just seems like everything's just going so fast. But I've been really busy with setting up things for the wedding, getting the venue, getting the caterer and things like that. So I have not had a whole lot of crafting time, and plus I had some other projects. But anyhow, I am here and I have a couple cards to share. So let me show you what I use first, and then I will show you my cards. Okay, so and if you don't know, by the way, Sew in Love February, you can do any type of card that has to do with love, stitching, any kind of sewing theme, like a Valentine's card with sewing thing, and it could be, a stitch die or anything like that, and just upload it and use that hashtag. And I'll put that hashtag in the description box below, and I'll also add Anna's channel. Okay, so this is what I used. I used this 3D Texture Impressions embossing folder. I purchased this a couple days ago at Hobby Lobby. It was not on sale, unfortunately, but it was the only one that they had left, and I really wanted this one, and I was not going to take a chance and not be able to get this one, because I know as soon as it would have gone on sale, I probably would have missed out. So I went ahead and paid full price for this one, which it was like 12, I think it was like $12.99 or something like that, which that's not bad. And I have not been buying too much crafty stuff lately, so I went ahead and got that. Okay, I did use a couple of Gina Marie design dies. I used the Stitch Ovals, and then I also used some of these stitched rectangles, and it's got the wavy stitching around the edges. So I used those. And then I used this paper pad here, and this is a Christmas paper, but I was able to use some of the papers that aren't so Christmassy that you can use for other things. And so you'll see when I show you my card. Okay, I use this pattern here, and then there's this pattern here. I use this one here, and I used a little bit of the ones with the snowflakes, because in some parts of the world, in the United States, we still have snow. So, well, I don't here, but some people do. So I did use a little bit of that snowflake paper right there. And even though this is a Christmas paper, and some of your other papers may be for different occasions or different seasons, look at those back sides of the papers, because a lot of times you can use them for other things. That's just a little tip. Okay, and then I use this stamp here, and this stamp is a stamp that I made myself. I made this at Vicky Tryhard 64, I think it's 64 or 67. Hi, Vicky. And years ago, probably about 6 or 7 years ago now, Vicky had a craft party at her house, and one of the little projects that we did was we made little rubber stamps from erasers. And so this is the one I made as a little heart, and I actually use this a lot for my signature on the back, and it is starting to wear down. I may have to retire this one soon, because it's getting a little tougher to stamp because of the edges are wearing down, and it's getting a little bit more, little pits on the top. So, but anyhow, this is I use that little stamp there on my card, and I also use this little Happy Valentine's Day stamp, and this doesn't have any markings on it. I'm not sure who makes this stamp, but you can use any Valentine's stamp that you have. And then I pulled out an oldie, guys. I pulled out my Martha Stewart button punch, and if you have this punch is rare and it's hard to find. I've had this one for a long time, but if you're looking, I have seen it on eBay from time to time come through as I'm looking for different punches, and it's quite expensive to get this little punch. So if you have this guy, hold on to it, because this little punch right here is very rare and hard to find. Okay, so I did use that. I pulled that out. So let me show you my cards that I made. Okay, so here is the first one. And here is, okay, so here's that textured embossing folder, which I absolutely love. And it does have stitching. If you can see the stitching in that embossing folder, there's some stitching there. And then I punched out some of the little buttons with that punch, and I did some faux threading of those little buttons to make them look like they were sewn onto the page. And then I punched out a couple of my hearts and added a little bow. I stamped that stamp that says Happy Valentine's Day, added a couple layers, and I think that turned out really, really adorable. Oh, sorry guys. So this is my card. That's the first one. And then in the inside of this one, I just added a strip alongside here on the right-hand side. And then on the back, I did put another little button here and I signed my name. Now, this card, I love this card. I was going to use, these are still on my desk, I was going to use some of these white buttons here. But for mailing, which these need to go out, for mailing purposes, these will work better because they're nice and flat. It does keep your card relatively flat, although I did put the hearts up on some foam. So there's a little bit of dimension, but not so bad. I can still put this in the mail. Okay, so there's my first one. And then here's the second one. And I think they both turned out really cute. Very simple as to the way they look, but these cards actually took me quite a bit of time to make both of these cards. But I think they turned out adorable. Again, I used a little button and a little heart. And this is where I used the ovals here, and I think it turned out really pretty. I used that wavy stitch die in the background, and I love all the layers on this card. So no coloring, no images, just punches and dies. Okay, and then in the inside, I just put a cutout there. I need to put a white something here so that you can write in the inside. I can write, and then I put my little heart on the back and sign my name. So those are my two cards for Sew in Love February. I think they turned out really adorable. And so these cards are going to be going out, and I just love the way these turn out. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Anna, for hosting this challenge this month. And I'm going to try my best to get at least one more Sew in Love February card in before the end of the month. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.